What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Poolside Chat. Today, I have something fantastic and exciting. Very first match of Ultimate Pool, a brand new league coming to America. Never been done. It's only the second session they've ever had in America. This is actually like my second week. I'll get into that. And you know what? There's a bunch of rules that are completely different than other leagues. You're going to want to check this out. So I hope this video brings a lot of information and entertainment to you. So let's just dive right into it. So here we go. Ultimate Pool. I had a blast with this one, but let me explain a couple differences, a couple things for you. There is a shot clock. You have a 30-second shot clock. You have a 30-minute match clock, and that is for every single match you play. So what you do, if you have Ultimate Pool, there's always a tablet that is readily available. Or in my case, I also bring my iPad and have that up so that way you at least have two. Sometimes the other team has their own. You got three tablets. So we have the tablets all kind of spread around the table so everybody can see it. When you're at the table, you need to be able to see the shot clock because this isn't the pros. We're not going to have an audible alarm triggering other tables, confusing other people, but you need to at least have an idea where you're at. So what you're seeing here is a screenshot of my tablet. And you know what? Kind of makes my life easier because now I don't have to create my own graphics and all that nonsense. All I gotta do is just screen grab it, cut it down, fix the colors a little bit, and there we go. It did take a little bit of syncing up and editing, but whatever. The only thing I changed is the names on there. It does have your first and last name. As you guys know, I never include people's last names, not even my own, even though it's pretty easy to find. And then it has their up score. It is a 3-digit number, similar to Fargo, but it's not related to Fargo in any capacity. It's completely different. They have their own algorithm. They have everything completely separate. So what I did is actually I changed the names, kind of enlarged them, made them yellow so it's a little bit easier to see. But that's really it. Everything else, that's exactly the game. You see the green extension. So you have a 30-second shot clock. One time per rack, you do get a 30-second extension. So if you need to hit it, look at anyone scoring and just say extension, they hit it. You get 30 more seconds to think about these harder shots or whatnot. You might think 30 seconds is kind of quick, but I'm telling you, at least not for me and for most people I watch who play kind of slow, it's not that bad. It really isn't. And then if you have a really tricky shot, you really got to walk around, whatever, just say extension. Now, hypothetically, you see we got tables sitting by side. If the other table, somebody's playing in between them and they're in your way, just say pause clock. And whoever's scoring, they just pause the match time. So you just wait. And then when they move, give them the old Wayne's World game on, and you're back at it. Nothing resets. It just keeps on going. If you notice that the shot clock does kind of change a little bit, or if it's not exactly accurate, that's because we're human. We just have a couple people. Each team has this scoring system on their phone, and you basically just agree, this rack, my team will do it. Next match, you guys will keep score, and then you kind of just watch it from the other side. So if somebody needs to hit something, whatever, you kind of got to back up. So yeah, sometimes you'll see like a shot clock get missed. Sometimes you'll see somebody hit it and then accidentally hit it like 4 seconds later, whatever. As long as someone isn't egregiously going over the 30 seconds, we'll call out 10 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds if it gets close. If somebody's down on the shot, they're getting ready to stroke it, and it hits 0, whatever. If you're still standing up and we tell you 5 seconds and you're still looking at it and it goes 0, well, that's a ball in hand foul for your opponent. So there you go. Anyway, other rule differences or things you might want to take note. A lot of people complain it's slop counts. And yes, it's like APA. Everything is slop counts. But except this one, it does even have slop on the 8-ball. A lot of people want to cry about it. People want to complain. You ain't going to hear that from me. I don't care. Couple reasons. First off, this is amateur pool. Get over yourself. Right? Second, they do have all ball fouls. So if any reason your cue, your hand, anything touches another ball, that's ball in hand for your opponent. So I'm going to give you two scenarios. Would you rather allow slop on the 8 ball, but then allow all ball foul? Or do you got to call your 8 because you're a professional, but then you're okay with nudging a ball and then you move it back or agree to move it? Personally, I would rather have all ball foul, and I'll let you slop that 8 ball all day long. Because, I mean, the amount of times you see the 8 ball get slopped, once, twice a session, where once, twice a night, I'm going to see somebody touch a ball. You tell me. So there's a few other differences. Let's say you're breaking and you scratch on the break. That's the person coming in. They do get ball in hand in the kitchen, but they can shoot in the kitchen. So you're not just having to shoot out bar rules style. If you break, you launch the cue ball off the table. Now it's true ball in hand. You can put it anywhere. Little variance, a little bit different. Let's see what else. When it is open off the break, there are no dirty combos. You can't call solids and then shoot a stripe into a solid and make it. That's a foul. Your opponent comes in. Not ball in hand for him, but it is a turnover. You don't get that credit. So that's just a couple of differences. I'm sure there's a lot more rules that I haven't thought of right off the cuff here because I'm improvising this as I do. So you know what? Let's just dive into the match. This is so much fun. So here we go. You do lag for the first. It is alternate break. And another thing I'll point out here in a second. I am playing Jesse. He did play the first session, so his up score did move. And I terribly lagged at that point. And you'll notice on your up score, for every 40 points difference is a 1 game. So with that said, you can look at it. You see I'm a 0. Jesse being 43 points more than me, he starts out -1. So from this point, it's a race. At the end of it, whoever ends up with a higher score wins. If you do win, you do get a 5-point bonus plus a point for every game you go over. If you tie, we both end up at 2-2, 3-3, whatever it is. Both teams get those points. That's it. Maximum is -3 to start for now. They might change things. Who knows? But -3 is where the most you can start. And let's say I start at -3, but I only win 2 games. I'm still -1. The team doesn't lose a point. You just get 0. But if I get up to +1, but my opponent gets 3, well, they get 3 plus 5 points for winning. So they get 8. I get the 1, and that's it. A little bit different. So another thing. Ooh, boy, I'm over here rambling. Did you guys even see this? Did you see this? Let's back up just a little bit. See anything different with his rack? Like, yes, he's using the ultimate rack, but look at the placement. 8-ball on the spot. Not the head ball. The 8-ball is on the spot. So the whole rack is shifted up. I'm telling you, it changes the break. With that said, there is a 3-point rule. So if you draw a line dead center from the center pocket to the center pocket, on the break, you have to have 3 balls between being made or get north, we'll call it, of that center line. You got to have a 3-point success rate. If you don't, it's an illegal rack. The opponent, which Jesse breaks, if he fouled right now or didn't cross the 3-point line, I step in, I re-rack, I break. Pretty cool, huh? So that's a lot to be said. Watch that timer. I'm telling you guys, this is so much fun. So Jesse broke. He made something. It is open after the break, but at this point, you have to call solid or stripes if it's not obvious. If he's shooting the 14, I mean, it's pretty much a given. He's shooting something in the clump. You got to call solid or stripes, and you can't touch the other one ahead of time. Oh, just like that. You see the clocks actually start strobing at 10, kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up. If you happen to look at it, oh, gotta go. It's red. So I'm calling solids. I'm going to go for the 4-ball here. Gives me a nice little angle. Should get up there, move something around, and by that I mean bury the cue ball. In the shot clock, you also notice you have to wait until all balls are completely still before that shot clock restarts. So you go to break, You go to shoot a ball and a lot of stuff's moving. You got a few extra seconds to walk around. But I left myself a little bit of a cut on the 2-ball, and you know what? I'll take it. But you see, I still had to run over. I had to grab my bridge head, put it on my brake cue, go shoot, and then come back in less than 30 seconds. So the only question, what am I gonna do with the? I can't. Gotta see if that 8-ball. See, I needed that to kind of roll up a little more for the 3, so I could take 3 on the side. Because now I gotta draw straight back to leave myself that 8, because it looks like I gotta get that 8 through traffic. But I had the wrong line, therefore we're gonna go a little bit around the world with pretty good shape. I mean, guys, this is tight. And as I always say, no big deal. Just hit it perfect. And had to cheat the pocket just a little to make it go. But you know what? Table run to start. I will take it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you actually get interested in this format. If you are, watch the pro events, man. They run some really cool events. They're doing it like, seems like every other month almost right now. And they're a ton of fun. Absolutely ton of fun. So made a strap. Did I make us all there? 1, 2. Looks like I made one of each. Doesn't matter. Still open. Solids look a little bit better. The only real question is that 2-ball. Yeah, so I'm going to go and start with the 7. I'm going to leave that 4-ball just as a get out of jail card for right now, just in case you need it. And right here, you got 30 seconds. Plenty of time to stop, look around. The 6 didn't go by the 1, which is why I'm going to go ahead and take this. And look at that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Better get going, because now I got to figure out my line here. Looks like I am kicking at the 4. You see that? Somebody accidentally hit the shot clock. Again, not a big deal. Ooh, if I can see that 2, this could be good. Could. Oh, don't nudge it too much. Boy, howdy. I think I can see the 3, but this is going to take a little bit of low right. You know, guys, I haven't even taken over the dot here. What am I doing with my life? Oh, looks like it doesn't go, so I am having to cut it. Try to break this open. So now this goes on the side. This is more about speed and control to hold this. 6 goes in the low middle. Yeah, see, I'm walking around, just get an idea on the 8-ball. Just put a little bit low. I might put just a slight twist of right, but you see how I had to hit that. The speed was more important to pull it back, but I didn't accidentally rip it and leave myself behind that 10. And guys, you know what? 8-ball, side pocket. Table run, followed by a break and run. Ugh. I'm okay with this. Not gonna lie. I am okay with this. So like I said, it is alternate break, similar to like USAPL. Ooh, did he dry break? He must have. So kind of looking at like stripes look a little better. The only question is, what are you going to start with? Like if the 12 goes, I mean, that's probably, I mean, honestly, it's probably your only option. But that would also roll you down, be able to see the 14. Oh, I was worried about the scratch. So I missed it. Giving Jesse the chance to come take my beloved stripes. They looked so good. Start with the 14. I think he punched that a little bit more than he wanted. Good shot. What's it going to do here? Because Was he trying to hold for the 9 maybe? Oh, and I should point out there are no jump cues. So better learn to kick. Okay, good shot. Good shot. That's a good stop shot. Get himself a good angle on the 11, so he should be able to just punch this just to get it out just a little. Oh, he went way too hard with that. You just need to punch it just to kind of get out a little bit in the open, slow roll the 9 on that side, and he had it. This, before I could even say it, that looked like that cue ball was wired to the side or the corner, the side pocket. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go and start with the closest ball to a rail. From here, I mean, it's basically connect the dots. Can't miss. I'm gonna leave that 5 ball for a minute unless I have to take it. Ooh, I overrolled it. Or I don't know, maybe I was trying to nudge it, but I think I overrolled it. So got the 7 as a get out of jail card. Pretty much just gonna hit this with top, just a little bit of left, just to don't get forward too much. So now we're gonna go top with just a little bit of right. Cut this one in medium speed. Because that right spin not only brings it out, but also checks up that speed just a hair. So like right here, I could have, oh yeah, I did say stop clock. You can see where it did stop there. Pull it back. Ooh. Okay, well, this is going to be a soft touch shot, just hard enough to make it through. Look like I might even hit a little bit of inside, a little bit top left to hold it. You know what, guys? You know what? You know what? 3 to -1. And this is a good start. Let's get it. So different racking. Oh, and the rack has a very particular pattern. If I would have thought of this, I would have put an image of that up so you guys could have seen it. But there is a specific pattern of the solids and stripes you have to put it in. I'm sure you can mirror it, whatever, but there is a pattern you have to follow. It looks like I'm going stripes. That way I can go ahead and tick these 2 off here real fast. Got an angle, probably going to just draw this straight out into the middle of the table. Oh, I mean, might have drew that a little harder than I needed. Because I think that 9 went anyway, but you know what? Look at this. All my balls are out there. I think you guys can already see this in work. I mean, I'm like running around the table. I'm worried about the 14 on this one because you don't want to get behind that 5. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 9 ball, go 2 rails just to get up here. Look at that. I mean, I can shoot pretty decent sometimes, guys. Especially when you shoot fast and you know, turn the old brain off. I shoot pretty decent sometimes. That is break and run. Number 2, I am up 4 to -1 in 8 minutes and 39 seconds of play. So I should point out, my buddy Damon plays on this league, and he let us off playing a match that, man, I had to go look at it. I think he won like 6-0 or 7-0 in 30 minutes. He had a break and run. He might even had a table run. He shot so good, played a couple smart safes, so good. And it motivated me. I was like, I got to keep this rolling. And I think I was a 3rd match. So I was like, let's go. I was jazzed up. I was ready to rock. So thank you, Damon. Oh, another rule difference. No. So because this is all about the rack count, if you intentionally foul, you purposely scratch, you just pick up the ball and hand it to them. If you try to play a safety where you push your opponent's ball into the clumps or they can't get something, like you try to mess up their run, that's not just a ball in hand foul, that's a loss of rack. So when you want to play safeties, you have to hit your ball or at least make an effort to hit your ball. And you can't be like, oh, I miscued and like baby it. I've seen them now. It might be the pros or the upper level events, but if a ref ever says you didn't make a legit try at it, not saying we have refs in leagues, but in bigger events, if a ref says you didn't try, that is a loss of rack. Re-rack, move on. So there's stuff like that though, and I've heard a lot of people around my town, my area that are like, I don't like slop on the 8. I don't like all slop. Dude, I'm telling you, there's so many more rules that are, for lack of a better term, professional quality. But the slop and the slop 8, that just adds that little bit of amateur event to it. I'm sold, man. I'm not gonna lie. I am sold on this league. And this was actually, you see, like this. I played a good safe. Lock him up behind my ball. And he was not happy. He was not happy at all. Like he's just gonna get down and just fire, barely even look at this, just swing at something. He's in the way. I can't tell. I don't think he hit it. So anyway, I like this. I like this league. This was actually my second night of league. The first night was a very interesting match, interesting game because the shot clock gets in your head. It really works you over. The problem is I didn't have the mindset of, just screen record this. And the idea of trying to get a scorecard, I wasted, I should say, like 5 hours of time creating my own shot clock. And when I mean, literally I created a layer of numbers that look like a clock, and I went second by second, clip it, edit it, change it down a second. And I was doing that for shot clock and I was doing it for match clock. I wasted 5 hours trying to edit just that, and I still had like 17 minutes left in the game. That's not sustainable. That's not sustainable at all. And while I say that, Jesse's running this rack beautifully. So that match, I didn't screen record it, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to show it to you. There was a period, and it sucks though, because I don't remember the exacts, but I ran down. I either missed the ball before or I missed the 8, and then he's open. He gets it. Like it was just one after the other after the other. He started -1 and or maybe even. I don't remember. I think I was giving him a game. But anyway, so I mean, next thing I know, he was like in no time flat. It was just like this. He was up 4 to -1, and I'm like, I'm out of time. How do I get 5 racks when this guy can now just slow play? There was 23 minutes left in the game, and he was already getting down to shoot his next shot, and he would stand up and just watch the shot clock. I'm telling you, that stuff worked my head. This is the first time I've experienced. I'm like, oh, like I panicked. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I wish you guys could see that match. I guess I could probably edit it and just not have a shot clock. I don't know. But either way, I figured out a cool method. I know the long bar style graphics are more popular when I was testing things around or whatnot. So you guys were enjoying. You didn't like the square format. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to for Ultimate. Look at that. Try to play the carom to make the 14 and hold it. End up scratching, rolling with it. So this is going to be a lot easier for me, guys. You're going to enjoy this format. I promise you. I've got another match already in the bank. Got a few things potentially coming this week. I had, if you guys follow me on Facebook or anything, I made a comment that there was a professional photographer in my pool hall, and he took a really cool photo of me down on the ball shooting. Photo came out obviously beautiful. He's a professional photographer, and so I've been putting that on my profile photo or whatever. So what it was, the Ultimate, I should even say, Ultimate Pool, it kind of started in Kansas City. Like we were one of the first real test markets, and they're gonna use us as guinea pigs on different ideas and play styles and rule changes and see what we think. Um, so the league operator, he's big into, like, he quit his job, and this he's not just a league operator, he's like nationally helping grow this league. But anyway, the CEO for Ultimate Pool USA was in town, and he came out to check us out. Super nice guy, British accent, hilarious, great person. We start chit chatting. We're talking about all kinds of different things. I was explaining what I do with my channel. He got excited about it, and yada yada. I'm not going to get into all the specifics and all the things we discussed, but I did challenge him to a match because I'm curious. He's an English shooter, and they shoot with smaller balls, smaller ferrules. They shoot a different game. American pool is easier, so I want to see him swing. So I challenge him when he comes back. You'll probably see that maybe in like a month. Ooh. Some guys, I apologize. I'm over here just gabbing away about all this stuff. Jesse's over here, barely, but he's running. He got the last rack, so it's 4-0. Still, we are just now at the halfway point. Look at that. It's making my life a little bit harder. I think that 9 goes, so I just need to bump it, get around it. I'd actually be okay with playing a safe right here. Try to use that 13 to block the 4, because the rest of the balls are so tied up. I don't know if he can do a lot. Why are you swinging for something? Look at this. Come on, man. You should have played a smart play. Got it. Aggressive. Not good. So, if you guys play, if anyone from Ultimate Pool sees this, let me know if I made any mistakes. Let me know if I misquoted some of the rules. I'll be curious because I'm learning. I'm in 3 weeks in. I got a lot to learn. I've got the grasp of the bulk of it, but it is what it is. That was a good miss. Left me a whole lot of nothing, didn't he? Well, also, if you don't play this league, you haven't heard of this league, comment down below. Let me know what you think of these rules. I'm curious. See, like that. Look at that shot. I saw 19 seconds left on the shot. I just kind of made an educated guess on where's the layout for these two. And coming to that angle, I had 2 balls that made a fairly wide range to hit it, but guess what? You miss, and now, ball in hand, Jesse is running out on me. Oh, don't. Jesse. That looks good. He's coming back. There's one more rule. I'll discuss it at the end. Jesse won it. Now he's at 1. Good break. Obviously, more than satisfied the 3-point rule. I will say, though, with that 3 points, 3-point rule, and moving that rack up to the 8 on the spot, racks explode more. Like, you get better spread. I mean, speaks for itself. Okay. Ooh, if I can see the 9, this would be a good time. Just do a little stop. Gotta be able to see this. I mean, I'd want to roll forward for that 15 if I can, or break out the 14 if there's an angle. Dang it. Yeah, see, I tried to get a safety. I was trying to do a little bit of a stun run through where it like hits and then just barely rolls forward to leave him behind that 8 ball. It did. I mean, it froze. So at least gave him a look. And unfortunately, got that 11-14 all tied up. Yeah, definitely should have. Hey, this is where I need to be doing clock management. Something completely new that I've never had to think about. I just go and shoot my game. I'm usually just running to X or, let's just go. I got the clock to worry about. It ain't about the number of racks. You can win 1-0. I mean, literally, you can play one rack and then just time clock, play safe, move the ball around, the cue ball, whatever it is. You can do that. And I'm not used to that. I'm trying to get to 5. I'm trying to get to 6, whatever it is. Oh, Todd. Yeah, you better be mad at that. That was stupid. So, my league operator Nate was even saying that there were some markets you get some really fast, high playing people, and in 30 minutes, he said, "Now, I haven't seen this, but he was claiming that they were getting reports of somebody winning 13-11." I'm like, how fast are you breaking and running to get that? And not gonna lie, I want to see it. I truly do. I mean, think my buddy Damon, like I said, I think he got 6, and he was shooting pretty good, pretty good. I mean, heck, right now we're 20 minutes in. Jesse and I've already played 6 racks. Ooh, but somebody not hit the timer? Somebody must not have hit the timer on that one. Look at this. Look at that. Got some luck on that one. I can see the edge of it, but man, that's a scratch shot. Or even if you don't scratch, cue ball's gonna hit the rail, probably get near that one and just leave myself hooked. Because I don't even see, I can't see enough of it to even bank it. Dang it. Guys, not good. Not good. Ball in hand, open table. Smart takes that. Now he gave himself a good angle and just run this up for I think that looks like the 7. So this is where I'm going to hit this nice and easy, low, low right, just to pull back gently. Beautiful. Good shot. And now just make it. Table or pocket speed. Just roll it. Ain't good, guys. This ain't good. Should have been doing a little bit better clock management. 8 minutes, 38 seconds left in the match. Still up by 2, and I'm winning the break. Not really. It's alternate break, but I get it. So you also notice, technically speaking, yes, you could probably use a template, but the idea of moving that template, first off, it's all ball foul. So if a ball is stuck on the template, you're stuck. But then even if you break and everything's wide open, you got to go grab it, get it back to your table. You're counting down your own time. So, and it's probably a little bit, probably still be easy to move up and be able to line up the 8, but probably not smart to be trying to use a template. All right, so Jesse's got a little bit of work here with that one ball. I think the 4 goes over to here to the low left of this long rail, we'll say, right above the shot clock. So I think you can even get it now. You just got to be careful not to move that 8 ball too much. You're not trying to crash it. Yeah, good. You're not trying to crash it near the corner and really make your life hard. Got a little bit of a back cut. Okay. I think from that last shot, I probably would have went ahead and gone for the 5. Excuse me, and try to break that one open. But he had a good angle. He could have just hit it with straight draw, punch into the rail, rip back enough at that angle. Would have crashed into it, opened some stuff up. Because otherwise, I mean, that was a stroke. That was a good stroke, but it didn't really help him. So I don't think he can even get through here. Yeah, that 9 ball moved first for sure. I remember in person asking him, I was like, your call, man, because it's shooter call. And he did own up to it. He did say it was a foul. Which now seeing a video up high, completely. See, and already I don't like this play. Like I'm already aggressive trying to run out. I should have just I should play the mental side. I should just run a ball or two and then play a safe on that. Leave the cue ball behind the 8 and hook them on us one. Because now, well, now I got to run. Ooh, give a little. Okay. Probably going to be putting just a little bit of low on this. Just bring straight back. Nice and easy. Ooh, gave it a little bit of a pop. I like leaving the 9 ball for your out ball. I don't like that. Because then you got to get the other 2 and then pull back for the 8. If you make this 12, just a little bit, just punch off the rail. Oh, and I set him up. If you just punch that off the rail, don't even need to try to draw it. Just punch it, bring straight out. Then you've got the 14. Then you pull back for the 9. Then you're out. But instead, I hung a ball, left him dead straight on the 1, and just gave him a Christmas present to put him within 1. Plenty of time, too. I don't like this at all. So Jesse's breaking. I don't even pay attention. He's a second ball breaker. Similar to BCA USAPL, you can break anywhere on the rack. You don't have to hit the first or second row. You just can't hit rail and come behind the rack for whatever stupid reason you might try to do that. So if you want, it's been like twice in my life, but I have seen somebody in a BCA break like third or fourth ball. And they actually got a pretty good enough spread that I remember trying it at one point going, maybe I should look into this third ball thing. But ooh, what did he leave himself here? Like, I mean, he can cut the 9, but man, that is thin. See, if you look at the score clock over yonder, you get under 5 minutes, you kind of see it pulsing, kind of giving you an idea. Oh, man, that was a crazy good shot. Good combo. I didn't even see that, right? Just looking at it right here. Okay. Got to do a little bit of a drawback, not much. Control it. Okay. Should be good. I mean, realistically, just a center ball hit should come off that 5. Oh, don't hit the 8. Guys, Jesse just broken ran to tie this up. Ooh. Make sure you didn't clip that 1 ball. So, Jesse just broken ran. 4 minutes left. It is tied. Yeah, the break is very different with that 8 on the spot. So trying to figure out what you want to do, how you're going to do it. It ain't like a normal one. I'm doing my normal second ball break, where I put a little bit of low left, but you hit so much thicker on that second ball. Things are a little bit different. And again, I'm not using template like I can in USAPL, which sucks, but I way understroke that. Don't get in the way. Yeah, because now I'm in a panic mode because he won the last 5 racks on me. I've been generous on a couple of them. He's earned more than his fair share. Because now I'm gonna go just a little bit of left and try to. Now I gotta crash into the 12-14, try to open this up. And I did ish. Because yeah, I can see the 14, but I gotta try to bank this. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, see, I had to hold that. I had to hold that to be able to see the 12. Because I think the 12 went in the side, and I was aiming to hold it. Which you look, that cue ball's going to roll up. I should see that 8 pretty easily. Yeah, he needs to move that as well. Because I think his ball is even more tied up than mine. Like, it's even tougher to get that in the side. A, because the angle would be, I think the 12's in the way. A little bit of nudge on that 8 ball. Like this right here. What pocket you going to here? Obviously, you don't have to call it, but I'm going top right or bottom right. That's a good shot. But is he going to break it open? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Does it go? This angle looks like it's kind of wired. Not going to lie, that was questionable of a hit. It was a little questionable of a hit, but look at that though. He left that 4 just hanging. So now I'm in a spot where I got to make this 12. I got to run. And unfortunately, look at that. Not only did I undercut it, scratched. And this is where the clock comes into the game. Oh, I'd be happy. I'd be happy with a scratch right there. I'm not going to lie. And there we go. See, the clock should have stopped at 1:02, but they stopped it at 1 minute. So Jesse comes up to me here, and this is a rule I didn't know and I didn't truly understand. So he walks up to me here, and when you hit 1 minute, if 1 minute or less, if it's a minute, 1 minute, 1 second, you play the rack. If it's 1 minute or less, both competitors have to agree, and this is what I didn't know. But you can both agree just to let the clock run out. I didn't know I had to agree to that. It's Jesse's break coming up, and he's the one that came up to me and said, "We're just going to let this run out." He's up 5-4. So it's advantageous for him not to play it. Not saying I can run a rack in a minute, especially with him breaking, but it gives me the chance. So I didn't know that rule. He just said, "We're going to do this." I'm like, what? Well, I mean, well, that sucks. I don't even get, So I just lost because of time. It wasn't until after, and technically we already agreed to it. The match ran out. And then it turned into someone saying, "Well, you had to agree to that." And I'm like, I don't agree. I didn't know. So many finite details and rules to every league. This is the point where learning and understanding the rules is huge, monumental, and whether or not you go one way or the other, I didn't know, but now I know. Now I know, and I look forward to playing Jesse again because I'm coming for him. You saw what I did early, and I'm not going to get into the whole scenario of the night, but he came out, he shot great. I got in his head real quick. He swallowed, he kind of took that down, relaxed a bit, and he shot great. I, however, let my foot off the gas, let the man come back 6 racks on me. It's very few times somebody does that, and I was not real happy to not even get one or anything. So, either way, doesn't matter. I lost. We all lose. It's amateur pool for you, but what do you guys think? I'm going to start a whole new playlist in my channel. You guys, if you haven't seen that, I do have my videos broken out for APA, USAPL. I don't do BCA because that's kind of weird, only 1 rack at a time. But then I do have one for Ultimate Pool. You should check it out. I even have one for product reviews because I don't know. Maybe I just reviewed a cue, a good budget cue you might be interested in. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoy this league. I'm looking forward to more of it. I hope you are too, because I promise you, I've got some good stuff coming. So thank you as always. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be right back. I'm going to move into a tournament that I played in Lincoln, Nebraska for singles of VNEA, which is basically a BCA. Got some good stuff coming. Hope you guys like. I'll be back shortly. Thanks as always.